partnered with X-Rocker. They have great quality products such as chairs, desk accessories, and more. Feel free to check out the link down below in the description. And when checking out, use the code Lyronyx10 and get 10% off of any item of your choice. Hey guys, it's Lyronyx here, and today we're getting another Dragon Adventures video. In today's video, I feel like I don't know if I really need to mention it, but I feel like there might be some people who are a little stuck or a little confused about how to find the calendar eggs, because I know that I brought it up like very little before, just mentioning about what they do, but I didn't exactly explain how to find them. So I felt like I would definitely make like a little video, obviously not like a really long video, but a video at least explaining how in the world you find these eggs, because that would definitely be really helpful. I'm very sorry I didn't make it sooner, because I do realize like we're already halfway through this calendar and I didn't say anything about it sooner. So that was a little oopsies on me, my bad. Definitely meant to do that much sooner. But anyways, with this lovely little calendar here, how it works. So we already know what the eggs do. When you get the egg, it actually unlocks the newest dragon on the Easter egg, because as we go over to it at the moment here, you can see it says lock. Now if I get the egg for today, it will unlock itself, giving me a nice percentage of getting the dragon, knowing that I will then be able to actually get the dragon out of the egg. But back to as how we get these eggs, these ones, it does get like slightly confusing, but it's not too hard. I feel like it will definitely get just slightly more difficult towards the end, because I'm not entirely sure where these eggs will spawn. But as for what I know with these eggs here, the pleasant egg, the very first one, spawned in the Origins map. The spacious egg spawned in the grasslands. The swampy spawned in the jungle. The dormant eggs spawned in the volcano map. As for the crystalline, that one spawned in the tundra. The mystical spawned in the ocean. I remember that one. I got that one. And then as for today, this one, I believe it's the arid. That one spawns in the desert. As for the next ones, just to kind of keep you a little updated, this one, number 8, is going to be spawning in the fantasy, and number 9 is in the toxic. I keep calling it the toxic map. It's the wasteland. Number 10 is in the prehistoric. And then again, as I mentioned, 11 through 14, I'm not entirely sure because as we know, all of our maps, we do not have a lot of those. So basically with the calendar here, you will be able to find them in the assigned world. It did definitely get a little confusing at first, because maybe you didn't exactly notice that at first, and I definitely didn't notice it either. I kind of thought at first that they spawned in all maps at the same time. Like if you went to the grassland, it would also be in the jungle, so it didn't really matter where you were. But I realized it does matter where you are, and so it definitely does become harder to find, because as we all know, in certain worlds people can be a lot more aggressive. Also, you may not have all worlds unlocked, so that's kind of a bit of a little itty-bitty issue there. So yeah, again, this would have definitely been a lot more helpful if I mentioned it sooner, but yeah, things happen. So as for 11 through 14, we can only be left to assume really where these spawn. I definitely will can imagine that one of them will probably spawn in the Easter map. But as for the rest of them, I genuinely have no clue if they'll just spawn in any map at that point, if there's specific ones at that point. It's all kind of a mystery from there. Again, I wasn't given much information, plus those days haven't passed yet, so not much intel on it. But usually the egg itself will tell you where it's found, so you won't have such a hard time then. But it is a surprise until we get there. Hopefully I'll be able to show you at least one of those, and maybe we can figure that out. But while I'm here, we're gonna kind of try, hopefully, maybe, to find the egg of today. But with my luck, I usually don't end up finding it, so you know, maybe not. But hopefully while we're flying around, I can also explain to you about where it might spawn. As for the calendar eggs, they do not spawn in the nest, because I know we are used to finding eggs within the nest, and that's usually where we'll find them, where they'll spawn. They usually be pretty big and really sparkly. As for these ones, it's kind of the opposite. They spawn wherever they want. They're pretty tiny, and they do sparkle though, but not big noticeable sparkle. Plus, with the little environment that they are in, it definitely makes makes it a little bit harder to find them, considering we're in the desert and everything looks like a cactus, and of course the egg also looks like a cactus. So there's definitely some issues there, but I feel like it's not too difficult to find. I did find both the ones in the origin map and the one in the ocean, and those ones, well, the origin one was easy, obviously. You could probably imagine that that one was easy, but the ocean one, not so much. But it's also because I don't really like the ocean map, because it upsets my eyes for some reason. Like, I just cannot spend a long time in there, or else I'm just sitting there like, why am I here? Like, I feel like I'm torturing myself, and it's not fun. But I did end up finding that one. It took a good while because I really didn't know where I was looking, where I should have been looking. But for this video, for tips on finding it, I would definitely say look in basic areas. Don't look anywhere like too crazy. Like, obviously I would say check in tunnels, but don't go like towards the edge of the map and try to like scout it out from there, because I can promise you that the egg is most likely not going to spawn on the edge of the map where nobody expects it to. I mean, there might be a chance that it does, but I would definitely tell you that that's most likely not the case and the egg will not spawn there, because that is just not fun for anybody, and it's just, I feel like probably a little bit of a waste of time. Now, as we can see, the egg spawned, so I'm gonna try and find it, but knowing me, I am really bad at finding, plus I'm already stuck. So I also opened the chat because I'm pretty sure it does tell you, yeah, it tells you if someone finds the egg. So someone did find it. I was having a fun time getting stuck on a wall, you know me. Just my crazy shenanigans as usual. As for the spawn rate of these eggs, to be honest, I'm pretty sure it changes throughout the maps. I think it kind of works how the actual egg in that map do, because I know in the Origins map that whoever found the pleasant egg, just moments after it would spawn again, so that one kind of just appeared really quickly. As for the ocean one though, as soon as someone found that one, I think it took like about, I would say like 5-ish minutes around there for it to spawn, so it definitely did take a little longer. And so I would probably imagine with the desert egg as well, that means that this one's going to take a little longer. So kind of like hang around, maybe find an area that you're sure it will spawn in, get a fast dragon for sure. I definitely feel like that's a main one, because people will be zooming around you and you kind of want to be with them, or else there's really no hope there. Unless you're right next to it somehow, with the magical somehow that you are right next to it and you are really lucky, then yeah, you'll probably get it. But otherwise, it might be a bit of a challenge. I wish you all luck. Again, I'm sorry about not getting this out sooner, but that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, part of lights go on, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!